Bobby. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to JetBlue Park. My job is simple here today. It's just to welcome all of you and to say a quick thank you to the Story family on behalf of John Henry and Tom Werner and our entire ownership group. We are so glad to have you and your family here in Boston. And I also want to express huge thanks to our incredible baseball operations group led by Chaim Bloom and Brian O'Halloran. They've done an amazing job, and we're so proud and appreciative of their efforts. And AC and your group, thanks for some of the recruiting that went into making this moment possible. Thank you, welcome, and I'll turn it over to Chaim.
Thanks, Sam. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. We are thrilled to welcome Trevor and his wife, Mally, to the Red Sox family. Trevor's work on the field speaks for itself. He's been one of the most dynamic players in the game. He impacts the game in every facet, at the plate, in the field, on the bases. His athleticism plays on both sides of the ball. And he's been both a run producer and a premium defender in the middle of the field. And he has the ability to help us in every aspect of the game. But he's just as impressive outside the lines. When you talk to people who know Trevor, you learn some things about him, and that's as much a reason why we're sitting here today. He values family. When he chose someone to spend his life with, he chose well. He's tough. He's accountable. He's a hard worker. He loves the game. He cares about winning. He's a great teammate. And we're blessed here with a talented and growing core. We've got veteran leaders who have won championships and want to do it again. We've got young players who got a taste of October, and they're hungry for more. All of us in baseball ops are so grateful to John and Tom, Mike and Sam for the support and the backing and the investment in what we're trying to build here. In our programs, in our staff, in the talent that we're developing from within, and in this case, that we add from the outside. So as we continue to build, we look to keep growing that core so we can sustain consistent excellence for many years. Trevor fits what we're trying to do here. He fits us on the field, he fits us in the clubhouse, and we're so excited to bring him and Mally to the family. Trevor, welcome to the Red Sox.
Thank you. Yeah, this is really a dream come true for me. To play for an organization like Boston. This is, just so much respect from afar for this team, for this organization, and getting to know AC, BOH, Sam Kennedy, all the ownership. This has been a true privilege for me and my family. They've already made us feel like we're at home here. And at the end of the day, this kind of comes down to winning. And we felt like this was a great fit for me and my family. And just so looking forward to this opportunity to get on the field and chase this championship.
Jersey? All right.
Want to do the jersey?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
it's official.
Do it. Oh, Sam? No. You and I.
So, there we go. Holding it up first.
Tell me what that. Behind you.
Good? Yeah, put it on.
Yeah, it was good.
All right.
I like it.
It's like, I'm good with this.
I like the t-shirt.
I gotta get one of those.
This is game like, right? Yeah. Let's do those two.
Feels good. Looks good.
Good? All right.
And now we'll begin with questions. There's no mics.
Okay. How do you feel your game will be adjusted to human power?
That's something that I'm really excited about. I took BP yesterday just to kind of feel the on the replica field to see the monster and get used to it a little bit. And that's something that is going to take a little time for sure. But I'm excited, man. I know it's such a historic, the most historic place I think in baseball, and it's really an honor to put on this jersey and to play in that ballpark every night. So I feel really good about how my game will adjust there. Just kind of need the reps and the time. I think there's kind of that stigma around Coors Field, whether the ball flies, which it certainly does, but I think more so the adjustment I would have to make is just the toll I think that it takes to play in altitude. I think I'll feel a little better playing in Boston every night, just when it comes to that and the recovery aspect of it. But other than that, I think baseball is baseball, and it's played at it's played the same at every park, and that's kind of the way that I've always looked at it.
Talk about playing with your teammates, and could you talk a little bit about your new teammates?
Sure. These guys, AC and Kike and Sale and Bogie, all these guys have reached out to me and already made me feel so much at home. I haven't really met those guys in person just yet, obviously just from playing on the field with them, but they've been more than welcoming, and those are the guys that get me excited about playing here. Such a young, talented team, and like Chaim said, it's veterans that have won championships, and this is a very, very attractive place for me, and that's why I chose this place.
How much pressure do you think will be on you at shoulders being the missing link to a world championship?
Well, I mean, that's why we came here, right? We came here to win, and I know the expectations here, and I know the expectations of myself, and kind of the standard that's set here by everybody from the front office and on down. So that pressure won't be put on me by myself, but I think just going out there and playing ball will kind of take care of itself, but we're going to do everything we can.
Trevor, how much do you consider going somewhere or staying somewhere where you can play shortstop versus coming here where obviously you're not going to play short?
Yeah, sure. It was something that me and my family and my team had to talk about a lot, and at the end of the day, like I said, it kind of came down to I've been saying my whole career that it's about winning, and I felt that this was a really good fit for me to play second this year on this team, on the Red Sox, and that's really what it came down to, and really just kind of seeing this team and seeing the trend that they're on, and kind of the players and the makeup of this team. That's really what kind of swayed me.
Can you talk about the guys recruiting you, the calls that you've got?
Yeah. Just kind of everyone just glowing about Fenway and Boston and the city, and just the passion that the fans bring every night. I think that was one of the most attractive things for me and my family too. That's what you want, These guys, the fans, everybody here, everybody involved cares, just as much as we do. And so can't wait to get to Fenway and play in front of the Red Sox faithful. Yeah, I think, Bogie's been, he's been amazing, throughout kind of this process of me coming here, and he reached out to me. We talked on the phone for a little bit, and I think those things stay between us. But he didn't have to do that, and I think it just kind of shows his character and speaks to the kind of guy that he is. He wants to win, and he wanted me to come here, and that made me feel. It made me feel comfortable, off the jump. So, but as far as what was actually said, I think that stays between us.
Yeah, Trevor's been talking about winning, and part of the reason why we went after him is because we know how much he cares about winning. Everybody sitting here already knows how much Xander Bogaerts cares about winning and cares about this organization. And he showed it again in terms of this process. And you could feel it. You know, he recognizes talent, right? And you could feel, you know, how much he wanted to add to this group and how much he wants another ring.
Just talking about why Trevor was sort of the guy. Is he kind of the guy you targeted all along? And talk about how that kind of played out.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we talked about it a lot at the beginning of free agency, the beginning of the offseason. You know, we cast a really wide net, you know, all over the game, free agents, trade targets. But Trevor was someone, you know, this year, really from the outset, that we had circled. Because of all the things that I said, you know, he's incredibly talented. He can impact the game in every possible way. It's not just what shows up on the back of the baseball card. You know, you look at how he runs the bases and some of the little things that he does, and those add value. They help you win games. And we know how narrow the margins are, especially in the American League East. We saw that last year. We just barely got in, and then we were fortunate enough to play for a while. And he does a lot of those things that help you win baseball games that don't show up in the box score. And then what I talked about his character, you know, for, you know, move of this magnitude, you do an incredible amount of background research. Talked to a lot of people. I haven't found anybody yet who has a bad word to say about Trevor Story.
Yeah, I mean, I knew about the player, but throughout the process, getting to know him as a person has been amazing. Since the first conversation we had in November, I think it was, and throughout the last 10 or 15 days, it's been great. Making a few phone calls just to, you know, make sure we were in the same page. I know guys around the league really respect him. The athlete, the player, he brings a lot to this to our equation. And one of the things that we've been very consistent throughout this offseason is having guys that they're hungry to win, but they're great people, you know. And you see the new guys that have been here throughout camp, you know, in that clubhouse. It feels like they've been together for, you know, they've been with us for 2 or 3 years. Now we had Trevor, you know, he feels the same way. Obviously, what a lot of people did throughout the process, it means a lot, not only to the organization, but I know to him. You know, they make him feel at home, and that's what we're trying to accomplish, you know, just for him to come here and, like he says, play ball. And we're going to be in a good place. You know, it's a very athletic group. I've been telling our strength coaches, our hitting coaches, Carlos Febles, our infield coach, that they got better yesterday, you know. Obviously, they made, you know, Chaim is a lot smarter today. I'm going to be a better manager because he's here. But all kidding aside, we talk about improving. We've done it throughout the offseason. You know, we added some pitching. Now Trevor. And, you know, I got to give credit to ownership, you know, John, Tom, Mike, Linda, and Sam. Obviously, our front office led by Chaim, you know, BOH, Raquel, and Eddie. What they done is amazing, you know. And when I found out, it was a great day because you know, we don't. It's not only a great player; it's a great person. We've been doing that for a while now.
Yeah, sure. It's you know, obviously, you know, truncated spring training. Everyone's kind of crunched on time as it is now. And, you know, I definitely fall in that boat. But, yeah, I think playing second is something that, you know, I'm comfortable with. It's something I did a lot in the minor leagues. Playing on that side of second, I feel like I've done that a lot in the shift over the past few years. And so I know, you know, there's the little intricate details of it that I'm looking forward to getting comfortable with. But overall, just being there, I'd say I'm pretty comfortable. And but, yeah, looking forward to getting those reps. Yeah, it's amazing. It's you know, it's a kind of a spectacle. You know, it's something that, you know, people come to see, and I think when it comes to the game part of it, it's something that you know, usually when I hit a ball off the wall, I'm going to second no matter what. And from what I hear, I need to I might need to walk that back a little bit, but yeah, and that, that's going to come with the reps, and I like to be aggressive, but I know that that's something I'm looking forward to, and it's just hard to tell until I'm there every night.
Alex, my question, and what will he be tonight at the weekend? Where will he bat in Florida?
Two questions I cannot answer right now. We obviously we just need him to get some reps and put the spikes on and then go through the progression. So it's up to him and the medical staff. As far as the lineup, I mean, we'll see where we at April 7th. But one thing for sure, if he's healthy and he's ready to go, he'll be in the lineup April 7th.
I know that there's a lot of room, deep in right center. I know that some balls can get kicked around out there. So, hitting some balls out there, maybe some more triples, I guess. So, but no, I wouldn't say one thing in particular, just can't say how excited I am to be a part of that and play in that park and in front of those fans. That's probably the most intriguing thing for me.
I mean, we're gonna be better in that aspect, right? We're more athletic. It's not about stealing bases. I've been saying all along. It's just the decisions, and he's an elite, base runner. So, from that aspect, we became actually better, and I think the knowledge and the communication factor. I think he's gonna help his teammates, talk about the game, and not only base running wise, offensively, defensively. Just having conversations with him. He has passion about the game. You see all these kids that come up from that organization. You see him from afar. You see Nolan with Cardinals and DJ with New York. They help their teammates and they make them better. And it's not about only the numbers, but it's what they bring to the equation. And they know the game. They know how to play the game. Obviously, everybody thinks that it's a different game in Colorado, but like Trevor said, it's still the same game. You got to get 27 outs. You got to, score some runs and play good defense. And he brings that to the equation. I think he's going to help us, in that aspect.
For Ivan Bryant, the kind of the empty reception of Coors Field, I guess publicly, that do you think that's overblown? Is it kind of internal?
Yeah, this is it's always a hot topic. Anytime a really good player from the Rockies goes and changes teams, there's actually a good amount of research in the public domain on it that everybody can read, and we do our own research certainly. And from a projection perspective, obviously it's a variable, but there's a lot of research, and there's been a lot of really good examples. Alex just named a couple of guys who leave Coors and do very, very well.
Have you talked to guys like DJ and Nolan who kind of after they left the Rockies, they both had a lot of growth success once they left Colorado. Have you been able to talk to anybody about that?
Yeah, I mean, those are, two of my best friends in the game and, off the field too. But, to be honest, not much has gone into that conversation, which is kind of why, they've shared the same view as me, is that, baseball is baseball, and, kind of no matter where it's played. And, we understand that, that perception for sure. But, we're just about the ball and looking forward to playing those games, Yeah. We had a really good program in the off season, so feel really good about that, and it's it's something that happened last year and something that's behind us. So really healthy and looking forward to getting on the field and getting to the ball.